hello there, and we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. See, I know this is the one you guys have been waiting for, yeah. See, it's finally today. I get my hands on someone I've always wanted to get, on this show. Apart from this guy being a brother, of mine, definitely. See, this is a Manchester City fan, guys. Just breathe. We got finally, yeah. Finally, we got him here, yeah, guys. I told you that we're gonna get him down here, yeah. See, I bring to you, yeah, on Real Talk, yeah. I bring to you the man, the myth, the legend. Guys, you guys have seen him, yeah? It has a wonderful channel called Hamza Talk Football. Even me too. Sometimes, I don't, of course, because I'm an Arsenal fan, I just go to his channel and just start watching. Yeah. I like the way he analyzes his own brand of football. Me and him, we do have similar kind of styles because, we're straight talkers. We don't like hiding behind the shadows. We just like, saying it as it is. And today, this special guest is going to say it as it is. Definitely. See, I bring to you, yeah, no other person than Professor, yeah, Hamza of Hamza Talk Football. See you guys. Paul, 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 raise the roof for this.
Oh, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, brother, man, Tony. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Mm,
It's a
mm,
privilege to be on your show. Absolutely a privilege to be talking to everyone here about football. It's what unites us together. And you know what? I'm privileged. We support different teams, but it's what we love about this sport is about following, meeting each other, discussing about football, bantering about football, enjoying and making people smile. Sometimes we cry,
yeah,
sometimes we laugh, but it's what is makes us, it's our hobby. And big
yeah.
up to everyone here. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm here as usual. Hamza's here, and I'm representing Man City.
Yeah. See, man. See, you know what? Yeah, guys in the chat here, it's all smiles between me and Professor Hamza right here. But you know what? Yeah, it's not going to be smiles in exactly a minute. We're going to go to war. See, Mr. Hamza, you know, this is your first time on this show. This is Real Talk. And as this is Real Talk, I rattle lots of people that come down to this place. That same seat you're sitting on right now, yeah, MCFC Daps has graced this occasion. Yeah, he left here angry. He came here the second time. We had a little bit of an understanding. A big friend of this channel is Big Steve, who is also a Mancunian, also top podcaster. Also, he's been where you've been sitting down in that seat. We've done a little bit of touch up, uppercuts here and there, and we still come down to a reasonable understanding at the end of the day. Hamza, me and you might go boxing blow for blow today, man, but I hope we'll come out alive today and smiling as friends. See, Hamza,
Absolutely,
Ham,
absolutely.
Hamza, see, yeah. I'll first start with the Rattly one, yeah. Hamza, I saw you on the terrace, my brother.
Yeah,
I saw you on the terrace with a couple of friends of mine, like a friend of mine called Brandon. Yeah, True Gunner. He runs a channel called True Gunner TV. You and him had a couple of running in, on the terrace. Yeah, and and Igal has been here once. He hasn't graced the show again after then. But see, yeah, I saw your comments, man, in the way Arsenal treated you guys when you came down to the Emirates, you know, and Amza, man, I won't lie to you. It left a bitter taste in my mouth with the whole excuses that you had that day. Excuses ranging from injury, you took a bite on our manager, you took a bite on the players you did have and the players you did not have, and then I took time to really do a little bit of a study on you, and then I actually did see that you did a show with troops also in the match preview of that show. And man, it doesn't just correlate, yeah. After the beating you got by Arsenal, by the way, not a big beating, yeah, I do understand that,
Mm.
but again, man, it doesn't correlate. What you were saying in front of troops at the preview was not the same thing you said after the show. Can you take us through what happened in that matchup against Manchester City and Arsenal when you came down to the Emirates? What do you have to say to it on this show?
See, normally before the game, you are confident. You're very, very confident. You come to the game, Arsenal stadium I've been to every time as a City supporter. I walked
Mm,
there 3 points. I've been
mm,
there when we beat you. Even before, yeah, I've got videos and I was there when Arteta's last game as a City coach. Never forget it. Ljungberg was the manager. And we beat you, and I went to Arsenal Fan TV and I spoke to them. I said, listen, Ljungberg and Arteta left us that day. That's the day that Arteta left us.
mm,
And we were all upset where he left us and he went to Arsenal. Fair enough. There's no major rivalry, but there's a friendship there. But he built something special. He's united Arsenal. And coming to that, you've seen the way Arsenal have played. They've transformed to these guys that you're beating up every day. Everyone used to come into Emirates and beat them up and slap them up and take 3 points. And Arsenal fans will be angry and they'll get another manager. And no coach. He's been an assistant coach. Didn't have any managerial experience. Come there. He stole our ideas and he came there and he plagiarized. So coming to the game, even despite that, we normally win. But this time, I knew this season that, okay, I've lost Gundogan. I wanted Gundogan to stay. I was very disappointed. I was heartbroken when he made that decision to leave. I held my head like this. I said, what do we do? And people asked me, whoa. And I said, Gundogan leaving is another build-up now. We have to look for the right player. We got Kovacic. And then we come to that game, no Rodri. So I've got no two of my players that I'm used to that 4 months ago are not going to be on the pitch. And I'm thinking, Pep had surgery, didn't get time to work with these guys. Now we're coming there with a different team. So before the game, I was talking because I had the experience. I have to be Arsenal. There's no way. We've got the upper hand on you. But, and we knew that you guys you wanted to win against us. But one thing
definitely,
I kept saying,
we wanted that win.
one thing I kept
Eight
saying,
seasons,
you
8 seasons
wanted it.
without beating you guys. We needed that game.
You wanted it. And there's no doubt you wanted it very much. But the game didn't look. Coming to the game, first thing I kept saying, I don't know my players. I don't know who's going to start. I don't know. No one knew. No one knew who's going to start. So I shake my head. At 3 o'clock comes out the lineup. Rico Lewis. 18-year-old right back's playing there. I'm shocked. I'm thinking, these boys never played there in the Premier League.
Hamza, that doesn't correlate. Come on, man. Come on,
Okay.
man. Rico Lewis played against Leipzig. Come on, man. In the Champions League game.
But he had
An
Rodri
away
next to
game
him.
in the Champions League. And he did play well. Every time you've needed Rico Lewis to step up, that kid has always stepped up. That kid has more experience than even more modern Arsenal kids that are actually languishing in the bench. Players like Waneri, who should be playing of course, in that same vein like Rico Lewis, don't even have the same kind of experience that Rico Lewis has, both in the Champions League and both being a part of the treble winners last season. So I'm sorry, man, Hamza.
But
That's
do
a
you think
big
Rico Lewis
that
is good
that
enough to
that
start against
Hamza,
Declan Rice?
Hamza, that's a big excuse. And again, hearing this from you, you're actually talking about missing Rodri, missing all these players, missing Gondowan. See, in the second half, you did bring in up to 177 million pound worth of players in the second half of that game. You did bring in Nunes. Mind you, brought that guy for about 40 something million pounds. I think maybe close to 44 million pounds. If I'm
Yeah,
overstating, please let me know. Yeah, you did bring in a Doku. This guy was heralded as the guy that was gonna steamroll Zichenko. I, I heard you say it, yeah, that the introduction of Doku would bring something different. All I saw was Doku being malhandled on the ball, thrown off the pitch. by Zini of all players, yeah, not my most physical player. See, yeah, when will you come to the understanding, yeah, that your team was beat fair and square? You were beaten fair
No.
and square at the Emirates. See, sooner or later we'll come into that Kovacic conversation. Sooner or later we'll talk of the picture in a more grander scheme. Last season, Arsenal fans were saying, "Hey, we lost our biggest defender," and that guy that brings the Arsenal team together, William. He transformed Haaland into a baby kind of striker with zero xg, malhandling him all the time. And see, Hamza, yeah, just that's excuses you're giving right now. It's excuses, right?
No, I don't think. I think Rico Lewis doesn't start internationally for England. He doesn't. He's an under 21 player. Under 21 player. And he's only coming to the under 21 his first game. He's never played under 21. That we took that player who's now playing for England under 21 now. His first cup for England under 21. We took him and played him midfield against Declan Rice. We played
See,
Bernardo Silva.
he is a treble winner. He is a treble winner.
He's a young boy. He's an 18-year-old boy.
He's in the big leagues. No, he's a treble winner. Automatically, he's in the big weeks.
So you believe Declan Rice and Rico Lewis are the
He's
same?
a big player. It doesn't matter. He's a big player. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying he's a big player. He played for you in the Champions League. He had a good run out. He played
only one game
well.
he's played.
He was one of your best players. No, come on, man.
This season he's only started one game.
I know that, but every time you've always needed a Rico Lewis, he's always an outstanding player.
Yeah, but not as a midfielder. Tell me the other game that Rico Lewis has played in midfield.
I'm not saying as a midfielder, but again, he didn't play badly in the game on the day against Arsenal.
It's like me taking Ben White and putting him in midfield. Would you look a different team? Yes, but Ben White has even played many games. This guy has only played one game this season and probably 5 or 7 games last season as a right back. The boy's only 18. The boy's only under 21. So to me, to see him to be matched up with, and I think he did well. I think
he did well. That's what I'm saying. If maybe he did not do well, then that's a different case altogether.
That's the thing.
But he did quite well. So the blame is on him.
I think he matched, and he shocked, and he hasn't shocked Arsenal fans. But I think he stepped up to Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice did boss it. I think first half, when he was on the pitch, I didn't see the 100 million signing against my guy, 18 years old.
Come on, man.
I have seen Patrick Vieira.
Who was making all those runs in midfield? Who was breaking up play? It was Declan Rice all across the field. It was Declan Rice
making the play and making the passes. The same
thing. He was breaking play. Even you can deny it. It was a star player in the middle of the park. It was breaking up play. Even to the extent that Kovacic had to, place 1 or 2 tackles on him. It was clear to see. It was clear to
absolutely. See. No, I agree. But he didn't boss it. There was no way, someone will tell me Declan Rice bossed the midfield. There's no way. There's no way.
I wouldn't use the word first. I'm a honorable person, yeah. I'm also shameless in some quarters, yeah. But I'll be very, very, factual with you. I'm not saying that Declan Rice bossed the midfield.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't really think that both teams played quite well, yeah. But I really do think that Mikel Arteta beat your coach, to his game. He beat your coach to the game. See, that's a whole different conversation that will come in the next question. But I just really want you to just explain to me what happened to your midfield. What happened to your ball progression? What happened to Erling Haaland? I need to know. These are pertinent questions I need to know. What happened to the most deadly striker in the Premiership?
Yeah. The deadly striker, we've seen deadly striker go missing in other games. We've seen every striker go through, but he's a top scorer. To me, I'm not going to criticize Haaland, but there was one thing. There was one big up MCU Global. There was one thing. There was a link up that we did not have. It's taught City fans one thing. This game is what I've been pushing from City fans. I said to Man City fans, don't ever lower your standards. and it's walking them up. It's the biggest mistake. It's the biggest mistake. It's like you thinking that you pull that lion's ear, you beat up that lion, but that lion's gonna bite you. The biggest mistake you made, City lost that game. Because I promise you, remember what I said to you in this channel. I promise you will see what Pep Guardiola does. We have learned one big thing that City fans have had to stop. They talk about, is Calvin Phillips, was he gonna be starting in midfield? And I've been arguing with City fans about this issue. He is not good enough for Man City. If he was good enough, Pep would have given him another chance.
But then, how many opportunities have he gotten? How many games
He's
have
had
Calvin
enough.
Lewis? How many games have Calvin started on a Man City shirt? I'm sorry, it's not up to 5.
He started,
Even
but
this season, he's not even played up to 3 games for you
it's
guys
like
this
you guys.
season. So
It's like you.
again, I feel he's unfairly criticizing your team.
Lokonga was Lokonga unfairly criticized.
But again, see, your City, 3-peat winners, yeah, World Club champions, yeah, England champions of England. God damn it, European champions, yeah. You take the cake. See, it's not a problem. That's your big man problem. But Arsenal, we do have our own problems. And again, see, I also heard you say in some quarters, yeah, mostly on the terrace, yeah. You said that that goal was a lucky goal. Arsenal was lucky to win that game. And I'm sorry, Hamza, man. In as much as I have camaraderie attitude with you, but man, come on, man.
You
That
are.
that come
That's
on,
the
man.
thing you are.
That was in luck. That
Abs-
was in luck. That
Every
was in luck.
okay. You dominate the game.
You don't beat the English champions by luck. You don't beat the World
Absolutely.
Club Cup champions, yeah, by luck. You don't just get lucky by beating these guys. If you do open up, these guys will punish you. You could see what happened with Raya, when he was trying to, get that back pass here and there across our back four. You saw what happened. He was being peppered by Alvarez. It would have been a goal. Good, you guys didn't get the luck to score the goal. See, there were many situations where you
We
should
had
have
more
scored the goal.
chances.
Good,
We
you
had
had more
more open
chances.
chances
You
than
had
you.
more chances, but just
Did
one
you
shot
have a
on goal.
single open
Can
chance?
you explain it? When was the last time you had just one shot on goal?
No,
Explain to me. When was the last time you had one shot on
I
goal?
don't. I don't. No, we don't. We don't. It's true.
Good. You don't.
But how
Good.
many
You don't
chances
have
did
the
you have
answers.
open chance?
Good.
How
You
many
don't have the
open
answers.
chances did you
Good.
have?
You don't have the answers. Good.
Yeah.
You don't have the answers.
But how
And
many
again,
open
when
chances
was
did
the
you have?
last time? When was the last time Erling Haaland averaged 0 goals in a game?
Yes. Wolves game, he didn't score.
That, yeah, just taking it back to Wolves, right?
And
Good.
before
Now,
that, there's a couple of games
and
he didn't
before
score.
that,
Yeah.
the
But
cup
but
game.
when
Now, those were the
tell
only
me your
games.
open chance.
Those were the
Tell
only
me
games.
tell me
Those
a
were the
single
only
open
games that
chance.
Erling Haaland had an
Uh,
XG, a 0 XG.
but
See,
Arsenal, did you have a single open
you
chance?
can't be telling me that Arsenal didn't come to that game
You
with a
did.
game plan.
You did.
We stifled the most
You
little
did not. You
striker
did not
in the
create
whole
a
of Europe.
single. The team that has spent 700 million with their manager did not create a single one open chance. Tell me one single open chance that you had that could have been a goal. Tell me, other than it was a deflected goal. Tell me one single one. I'll tell
There
you
was a
about
ch-
3.
of course, there was a chance by Gabriel Jesus where he
Which
tried
one?
to get into the 18-yard box. You remember when he
But that
was
was not
coming
an
in from
open
the right?
chance.
Come on, man, that was a chance.
It
Easily, he would
wasn't
have
a
gotten it.
chance.
And again, in some quarters, people are saying that was also a penalty. So that. But
We
again,
had
I
Ake.
don't even want to go into that, man.
Ake should have scored. Vardy had cleared off the line. Julian Alvarez nearly scored. You had 0 chances that was clear on goal.
Okay, that
In
Vadios
another day, it
chance
would have
that
been
was
3
cleared
0,
off the
3-1.
line. The Vadios chance that was cleared off the line. Do you know who cleared it off the line?
Declan Rice.
Good. And then you were just out here saying that Declan Rice wasn't even in that game.
No,
While
he
he
was,
did lots
but
of
he wasn't that
defensive
special. I
duties,
don't believe he was
mopped
special.
up the middle of the park, helped us to actually progress our play. He was the boss in the middle of the park. But I wouldn't say boss the game, but
That
he
was
was
the
the
game.
boss in the middle of the park, man. Come on, you have to agree to this, Hamza. You just have to agree to this, man.
No,
You were beaten. You were beaten by the better side
I
on
don't
the
think
day.
you guys were
Do,
better. You should have. It should have ended 0-0. You're lucky to have scored a deflector. The shamelessness is, I believe, Arsenal fans were bragging about a deflected goal, seeing as if they thumped us. We had more possession. We had more chances open goal. All you did is strike that ball, hit the deflected goal, and it went in. And you know what? Credit to you. You got 3 points. Yes, you took the 3 points home. But does this mean that Arsenal outplayed us? No. Did they boss us? No. Did Arteta tactically outplayed? No, at all. Not at all. How can a student be a? There was no way. That game was a nil. It was a classic, one of the most boring games, but it could have ended 0-0. But
I
you
do
know
agree.
what?
I do agree. It was a boring game. I do agree. It was a boring game. But again, Mikel Arteta played to that boringness. He wanted it to be that boring. He wanted David Raya to hold onto the ball more, so that you could get in players that would, suck in deep into trying to wrestle the ball out of Raya, create open spaces in order to progress forward. That's tactical play by a manager who is probably a rookie. I do understand that, yeah. But
He's a
again,
rookie.
good. I get that. I feel he's a rookie. Definitely, he's an inexperienced manager. But again, the inexperienced manager has been able to capture twice, yeah, in 2 meetings
Two
this season.
deflected goals.
One was beating you in a cup game, and one it's also winning at the Emirates. That takes me to my next question, Professor Hamza. Yeah, Mikel Arteta in the FA Cup semi-final, beating Pep Guardiola where it matters, beating Pep Guardiola in the first trophy of the season. That's a plate. I do get that. It's not really a very important competition. I do get that. But again, it's a shield in the bag. He's beaten Pep Guardiola, his boss, yeah? The students beating his boss, yeah? Beat
Mm-hmm.
him in the FA Cup semi-final. Beat him of course, in the Community Shield. Good and okay. Comes to the Emirates, yeah, in a game that's very, very important. We haven't beaten you guys in about 8 seasons, yeah. If you want to check it, the literal way, yeah, in the league, yeah. We needed that win, and he got that win. 3 points in the bag. Hamza, in recent times, do you think that Mikel Arteta can do a job on Pep Guardiola where it really matters? I've already enumerated those areas for you.
No, because I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you an example. It's Wolves beat us. Wolves beat us with open chances. Does that mean Gary O'Neill has tactically outclassed Pep Guardiola? No, because a one-off thing doesn't mean anything. But even they created way open. They scored from open chances. Bang! No deflected goal. Two
But
chances.
again, doesn't
It
matter
does.
where
It
goals
does.
come from.
Because then you
No, no,
see,
no, no, no,
and they
no, no.
beat us clearly.
No. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you in that one. It doesn't matter where the goals come from, man. If you're scoring a goal against the World Club champions, English champions, FA Cup, God damn it, three-peat champions, yeah. A goal is a goal. It's a
No,
win,
but
and it's 3 points in the
Wolves
bag.
beat us. Wolves beat us. We didn't talk about Arsenal fans coming out here saying, "Oh, Saliba pocketed Haaland," or Arteta, Dawson. Did Wolves say Dawson pocketed Haaland? Dawson is the best centre back in the world. Gary O'Neill outmatched and outclassed Pep.
Are you
No,
trying to
because they were
discredit?
humble
Are
enough
you
to think,
trying to
okay,
discredit William Saliba? Because the proof is in the pudding. Arsenal is one of the best defensive sides in the Premiership. We've only
you've
conceded
conceded
six
two against
goals.
Fulham.
Joint with you, Manchester. See, I got all the statistics here, like a rotisserie chicken. It's all in my head. Yeah, simple. See, Man City have conceded 6 goals this season. Arsenal have conceded 6 goals this season. What makes you better than me? What
I,
makes you better than me this season?
I think I'll be
Because
honest.
I beat you. That's an extra XG for me.
It's true,
I
but
beat you this season.
I've seen.
I'm better off defensively
I
this
don't think
season.
Arsenal are the same. I don't think Arsenal are the same in the last season. Arsenal don't look. Even Arsenal fans have said they don't look lackluster. They look very dull.
There is a reason why you are beaten this season, and there is a reason why Arsenal is unbeaten this season. check the stats, my brother, man. We've gone 8 games. Arsenal have won 5 games, 2 draws. I've not been beaten this season.
We've been beaten twice. You're right.
You've been beaten twice this
Yeah,
season. Yeah.
but I'll tell you about this.
And this was the first time you're losing back-to-back games since 2018. See, Hamza, man, no matter how you want to, drive, swim your way through all this,
which we went to.
swim your way through all these deep waters, man. You can't deny it.
I,
Your
I,
team has been caught lacking this season, man, and you
I,
just
I,
have to suck it up,
I, I just
take
think
it,
I just think
internalize it.
I just think Arsenal drew to Fulham with 10 men. That's already a warning. I think Nottingham Forest drawing, scoring that. You're lucky to have won that game. And they could have equalized. Yeah, fair enough, you won. Well done. Last minute, the game that decided, a poor United side, had a goal ruled out on an inch. In
But
another
that's an
day,
offside.
in another
That's
day,
an offside.
no, I'm saying, in another day, that could have been. We're talking about Arsenal losing in Emirates. But you see how luck changed. You had a goal for Declan Rice that went directly to Onana or whatever it is. Someone deflected it in. Martinelli's shot going in. Luck is on your side. But how long will that luck continue? Mark my words, remember this. How long will that luck continue? You played well, fair enough. But will you stay top? The question is, are you going to stay top? Do you guys have the confidence that you can win the league, that you will win the league? How many Arsenal fans will come up here and say, Hamza, we will win the league in 2023? I've not had many Arsenal fans coming to me. They're scared.
Hamza, I came
That's
out
what I
last
say.
season. I came out last season and said we're gonna win the league, and we came second. I said it from the start of the season. You can
And
go
this
check me
season,
out. Last season, this season, I'm a little bit more controlled in my mostly with my emotions with Arsenal this season. Yeah, until I see what we do by January. I do think we'll challenge for the title this season, but again, we still do need extra extra hand in terms of what I'm looking at is an extra striker, a big time world class striker. See, what Arsenal really need right now might not just really be, uh, you know, the biggest striker in the park. Yeah, we just need a decent striker. Someone who would tuck himself right there as a number 9 because Gabriel Jesus is not your typical number 9. He stays outside the box.
but
He
Jesus will
tries to
not be
link up.
happy. Jesus will not be happy to be sitting on the
It,
bench
does,
for Arsenal.
it doesn't matter. I don't care about individual players right
But
now.
he will
I
call
care I care
instability.
about Arsenal as a collective. I care as Arsenal as a collective unit trying to win the title. Because right now, City have just shown us that see, we're a little bit weak. We need something extra. See, you've lost back-to-back games, yeah, and you've not lost it since 2018. That's a big marker, yeah, for other teams to come in and gazum this league. There is a space
No,
for Arsenal to win this league.
I,
And
I,
you know
I,
what, yeah?
I,
And
I
you know
think
what, yeah?
City.
If I go into that January transfer window, yeah, go get in Ivan Tony. Go get in
He's
not
getting.
not really a replacement for Bukayo Saka, but just someone who will come in and help him out. Yeah, someone like a Pedro Neto, and mind you, Pedro Neto plays in several areas throughout the forward line. You can play him as a striker. You can play him as a right winger. You can play him as a left winger. You can tuck him in just behind the striker. He plays all these areas. If we do bring him and we're linked to these guys, yeah, of course, definitely. If we bring them, we're good. And right now, Arsenal, in fact, Edu, has been spotted in Fluminense trying to, gazum that deal from Liverpool from Andre Neto, who should be coming by January. So, see, if we do get this reinforcement here by January, I don't see any literal reason why we can give Manchester City a big fight or even win that title. I'm just waiting for the big striker to come by January. Then, Hamza, I will look you up in your face and tell you Arsenal is going to win the league. How about that, Hamza?
See, this is the thing. Despite City losing their players in the transfer market, not getting additional extra transfers that they're supposed to get. When you lose Gundogan, you get Kimmich. When you lose Mahrez, you
Hamza,
get
you brought
Dembele.
in players, what,
Hold on a second.
177
We
million
don't make
pounds?
excuses.
You
We
brought
don't make
in
excuses.
Nunes. You
Man
brought in
City don't
Doku.
make excuses. Matthew Nunes, no, what's the name? Matthias Nunes is not as good as Gundogan. There's no doubt. When we lose Gundogan, we did like for like. Go and get Musiala. Go and get Kimmich. We didn't get him. When we sold Mahrez, we should be getting Dembele, elite quality, but we don't. We go and get Doku. He's a young guy. So to me, and I'm not making excuses. Oh, I need another. We know that City lost Rodri. They never replaced Fernandinho. We know it for a fact. They know it.
When I was telling your other Man City fans, they all crowded me. They all closed my mouth. They all tried to shut me down.
We're not Rodri FC.
I told them CFC Daps that you would come and face these problems because the signings you're bringing in are not like for like players like Gondowan or Mahrez. They all shut me down. Yeah, when I was saying this, Big Steve was here. I told him the same thing. He said they don't need Declan Rice. I have it on tape.
Declan Rice for 100 million.
Big Steve said they don't need Declan Rice, and
you go and buy players like Bellingham for 100 million.
Good and okay. Look at Declan Rice now. Look at Declan Rice now. Who needs Declan Rice in the middle of the park?
I don't think he's 100 million worth. And
he's one. See, you've just totally thrown out of the picture, yeah, that Declan Rice is an European Cup winner. Great display for West Ham, not just for one season. Not just for one season. Season after season, this guy has been playing for West Ham, and he's putting good shifts. It's putting a good shift for West Ham, not just a 1 year wonder.
Not European winner. He's not a European champion. European champion is a Champions League winner. Not a Europa Conference League winner. Tony Claude is lying to the people here on the chat, and people are laughing because they're gonna hold you to question for Tony Claude. They're gonna hold you to question for this.
No. But that West Ham title isn't an Arsenal title, so I don't have anything to gain.
But it's not Europa. It's not European winner.
No. It's the European Conference. Yeah, European Conference League. Doesn't it mean it's from Europe?
Yes, completely.
Is it an European title?
It's a worthless cup. It's not a big club.
Hamza, it's a straight question. Is the European Conference League an European title? Yes or no?
No, it's not. Absolutely. It's like me saying. It's like me saying.
You're shameless like me, and I like it. It's good. I like it.
It's like me saying the Premier League Championship is a League One and League One. It's like me saying League One is a league title. It's shameful. How can I call League One a league title? Even the likes of Bournemouth will not even claim it.
So are we going to be doing this now? Are we going to be doing this now? Calling European Conference League Cup, calling them League One Cup.
You have to define.
Is that what we're doing right now?
Yes,
is that what we're doing now?
100%.
Downgrading European trophies just to fit your narrative. It doesn't work in that way. If someone wins an European title, give it to them. Arsenal did not win that title, so I have nothing to gain. But again, saying that Declan Rice is not an European champion, those are fallacies. It's a lie, completely a distortion of reality.
I think, listen, I seen even in the final, what's his name? Amrabat outplayed him that game. Yeah, Amrabat was outstanding.
But who won the title? Won the title? Do you just look at the final, or do you look at the trajectory from where they started, how they started, how they battled in the league also at the time?
Man City wanted Bellingham. Bellingham is the guy, 100 million. That one I would understand. Musiala is 100 million. Declan Rice, I can get another Declan Rice in Europe. I can go and do shopping and get Declan Rice. You will never get another. People like Musiala, they're very rare. They come once in a while.
Yeah, big up to everyone who's in the chat. Big up to everyone who is in the chat. The dude is down here. Here today is here. Tomisio Sabia is here. Yuvrat, Liverpool fan, Arsenal hater is down here. The dude is down here. Yeah, Static. Big ups to Static. Static, I'll wait till you're showing up to my channel, man. Big ups to you. Thanks for showing up, Static, man. Love to you, Static, man. Luca, big ups to you, man. See, guys, yeah, I have Professor Hamza. You can already see the war is going on. MEFC Global is down here. Hamza, you were saying something, man.
I was saying, listen, Declan Rice to me is not worth 100 million. You can find another Declan Rice. Players like Bellingham, they're special. They win you games. We wanted him. But Real Madrid won the race there over us, despite Guardiola having chat with him. But you cannot pull out from Real Madrid. But to me, we can get Declan Rice. Calvin Phillips is exposed after this loss. It's exposed what I told City fans. Don't lower your standards. Don't listen to what other rivals say. You must spend money. We were lucky in a way.
Hamza, are you saying that Declan Rice doesn't walk straight into your team?
It doesn't stop.
No, are you saying he doesn't walk straight into this Man
If
City
you have
team?
a full lineup,
Right now, he doesn't walk into your team.
No, now he walks in. Now he walks in because we don't have Rodri. But Rodri or him, who's the better player? Rodri or him? Who would you choose if you're in Arsenal? Rodri starts. Rodri starts.
Yeah. Well, Rodri,
Rodri and Rice play together.
Rodri with the caveat, yeah. I don't want the guy that will give me red cards and put me in the position that you were in. Yeah, because without Rodri, see, the fact is that without Rodri, you've lost a game against Newcastle, beaten, yeah, from the EFL Cup. You see, your coach Pep Guardiola used to use that EFL Cup as a tuner, yeah, as a tuner for the FA Cup for the big games, yeah, for the Premiership, yeah, it's a tuner. Now you've lost that tuner. Thanks, got it to Newcastle. Just because you lost Rodri, you were disgraced in Wolves. Do you know what it means to be disgraced at the Molineux? Yeah, we all know that Wolves will be fighting relegation this season. So you going down there to the Molineux and being disgraced by Wolves, it's a big thing. But the bigger thing, the bigger picture, yeah, is that you've not lost two back-to-back games. The last time you did that was in 2018. And guess what? Arsenal did beat you, yeah, when you came to the Emirates. And you're not looking at it as a change of pattern, a changing of times. You're not looking at it as at least getting somewhere. I'm not saying the finished product because we still have problems of our own. We don't have a prolific striker. We don't have a like for like replacement in the wing coming from where Saka plays. I'm talking of the right wing. We don't have a midfielder that, of course, that will come in if maybe Thomas Partey is injured. If someone like Declan Rice is injured, I don't trust Jorginho. I don't trust El Neni. So we do have lapses in our, in our side of the half. We do also have problems with our defense. If William Saliba goes missing, I'm left with Kivior that will come in down there or Tomiyasu. So I do have lapses of my own. So for me to have those same lapses and for me to still come in that big game against Manchester City, that means a lot to us Arsenal fans here, beating City. It's a big thing. Very, very big thing for us, yeah. And then we come at you, we beat Pep Guardiola to his game, get 3 points out of you guys. See, it gives us no one is talking about Hamza, this is what you're missing, yeah. You're not talking about Arsenal having a mental edge over Manchester City for the first time in 8 seasons. You completely removed that from your thought process.
It's not.
And I'm not okay with that.
I think the way that Arsenal won that game was through a deflected goal. I think it doesn't change the way it is. I've seen these laxture. Look at that City team. That was a weak City team. At the end of the day, do we need signings? Yes. Do we need an addition? Yes. Does Calvin Phillips, is he good enough for Man City? No. You had Lokonga. What happened to Lokonga when you had him?
I'm sorry, he's a dead player. I'm sorry, Hamza. A player that can cut it for Luton. I'm sorry, can't cut it for us. A player that can cut it for Crystal Palace can't cut it for us. I'm sorry. I need all those dead players out of my team. And I need the big time players. We're Arsenal Football Club, the third largest club in England. We need the big players. We need the big ones to come and play for us. I'm not shedding a tear. I'm sorry.
No,
I want high standards. I want my club to win trophies.
But there's level, like in terms of if you look at the players that we've got. Thank God, I'll tell you, there's obviously Newcastle might be losing Tonali now, from what we're hearing, and now thank God I'm gonna get cash from nice money from Newcastle for Calvin Phillips. Thank God now. I thought I might have to give him on loan, but now I'm looking at Newcastle because they've got cash and they need a midfielder, and Calvin Phillips is available. So to me, and Eddie Howe loves English players. We've seen him going for that English player from Everton. He will come for my players. I will get my cash. I can go and sign players. To me, it's exposed one thing. City have a small squad. City will get the right midfielders. Our players are doing well. Were we unlucky against Wolves? We were unlucky against Wolves. Why? Huang should have been sent off. Okay, fair enough, but I didn't complain about that. You lose those kind of games. This game, we were lucky Kovacic was on the pitch. He's lucky. He was a fool to make those silly little tackles that he didn't need to make. But it happened. We stayed on the pitch. We lost this game. But what it's exposed now Pep Guardiola to come and say, okay, now I used to have Fernandinho to cover up for Rodri. I used to have Fernandinho coming for Rodri. Rodri coming for Fernandinho. I had that quality at 38 years old. I went and signed Calvin Phillips. What has he done for Rodri last season? Poor Rodri had the right to be said. I was happy. I was the only City fan that was happy he's rested. Do you know why? He deserves a rest. I said, the guy deserves. I am so happy. I don't want him to lose through injuries. He's saying in the news, I want to be rested. But the problem is, they thought that Calvin Phillips' second season, because Pep trusts, he gives his players opportunities. His second season, he's been given a chance. And both games that he's been playing, he's been awful. The fact that an 18-year-old boy comes and starts ahead of you as a right back that plays as centre midfield is a big red flag. To me, Arsenal didn't beat us comfortably. And if I'm an Arsenal fan today, I'll be like, oh, City are not even that strong. And we had to sweat against that victory. I know we're happy, but calm down. City have experience. When they left that pitch, and we know some of your coaches, that used to be at Man City, who tried to instigate a big issue because he refused to shake Kyle Walker's hand back in Manchester when he was offered a hand. But
you guys were salty. You guys were salty. When was the last time that
and we saw that you got triggered?
When was the last time you guys were salty? Because see, and
You
this
were
is
not salty.
I give it to Man
We
City.
knocked it
Yeah.
off.
See, I give it to Man City. Yeah. See, champions don't like to lose, but again, you have to internalize it. You have to lose sometimes. There are games you have to lose. City don't like losing. I do understand that. So when teams literally beat you, yeah, it's like a bruise, to your ego. I do get that. But again, you need to understand that Arsenal is that team that took you guys to the limit last season. This season, something different can happen. I'm not saying we're going to win the league or whatever because we're not complete yet. By January, my tone my tone by January would literally change. I'm waiting for January. If I do see Ivan Tony in my team by January, Hamza, get prepared. Get prepared for war because right now this is not a war, and you can just imagine it's like we're warring already. By January, if Arsenal gets Ivan Tony and gets Pedro, or do get Andre for that midfield when Thomas Partey goes to the AFCON, Hamza, I'll be inviting you on my shows. I would like to come to you because it's going to be war. We are going to be in a literal war. Because the only thing Arsenal is lacking right now.
You've made all
Hamza, the only thing I'm missing now is a striker. Once I get Eddie Nketiah out of this football club and get in a potent striker, it's finished. It's done. It's finished.
It's not.
It's done. It's done.
We know the history of
That's the
Arsenal.
only thing.
There's
So
no
I'll
way.
wait until January. After January, then I'll get to talk to you based on that.
I think listen, you guys are looking for excuses. You don't trust your team. You're making this excuse because last year you were hurt. I think you went to a game last season believing that you're gonna win the league and you got hurt badly. You got hurt. You were humiliated. In fact, it was the biggest bottle job in Premier League history. To be way ahead of Man City and to be caught up and humiliated that. It was the biggest embarrassment in Premier League history. And you'll be remembered. The fact that you've got PTSD from that. And imagine your players. Your players are nervous. They're cautious. They're scared. They know that it's just about to turn on. I've seen your team when you played before Man City, how you played against Lons, and you struggled and you lost against a 15th place team. That was, to me, a biggest red flag. I said, when Arsenal are playing twice a week, they can't handle it. And when you're being put under pressure on both sides, I promise you, you'll see Arteta capitulate. But because when Arsenal capitulate, it becomes horrible. It becomes laughing stock because it's after one after the other. And this time, you know the pressure is huge at your football club. Now, again, the storyline has been unfolded in a nice way, where you're ahead of the league, you're laughing at Man City, you started this ego of believing Saliba, who doesn't even go for France, is the best centre-back in the world. Gabriel Magalhaes, this guy, the partnership, who let Brazil down tonight against Uruguay, is the best partnership. The guy, Odegaard, who had a stinker against Man City in the thing, and as a stinker for Norway, is one of the best attacking midfielder. Gabriel Jesus, who starts for Brazil, cannot even play well, cannot even score against Uruguay, and can't even score for Arsenal, is one of the good players. To me, it's quality. And because I know how to win leagues. I'll tell you what you need to win leagues. You need winners. And I don't believe you have winners.
Exactly 8 days ago, I saw you at the terrace, yeah? Talking about how you don't respect Arsenal because they were beaten by Lens. I'm sorry. I do understand that Arsenal, as an Arsenal fan, I felt bad that we lost to Lens. I do understand that, yeah? But this same team, again, this same team you're talking about, this same Lens team you're talking about, yeah? Do you know their league position last season?
Who? Lens.
Lens. What was their league position last season?
Fourth.
Okay. See, Hamza, you gonna learn. You gonna learn. You gonna learn with me. This is real talk. See, Lens came second in the league last season in the French League 1. Do you know by how many points Paris Saint-Germain used to win the league last season?
They used to win by 90 points.
They only won that league by 1 point last season, my brother. Just 1 point. So this Lens team that you're talking about, yeah? This Lens team that you're talking about, it's far overblown. Those guys can cook. Forget their league position right now. Those guys can cook. Just last season, they came second. They took PSG all the way. They took PSG all the way. And PSG won that league title by just 1 point. Check it. You have live score, flash score. Check it right now.
No, but this year, they've come. Where did they come? Where did they come this year? Where did they come? In the weekend.
I'm talking of last season. I'm talking of last season.
But we're talking about this season. I'm talking about this season. Last season, fair enough, yeah. This season.
Okay, so we're just gonna throw away the whole history. Good. No, it's good. It's good because we can now throw away all of City's history, right?
No,
we can throw it all away because what you're saying right now, we don't need to check the history of what is going on. Yeah, let's throw it away.
But you know, it's not like you played them last season. You played them this season. This season, they've lost to Brest 3-2. They drew to Rennes 1-1. They got thrashed to Monaco 3-0. They lost to Metz 1-0. Yeah, they've been struggling against the likes of LOSC. This is a team that's struggling in the French league now when you played them. And you struggled against them. But to you, for you guys, it's so hard to swallow that pill, to accept that you got beat with 100 million midfielder. For you, it's so hard to swallow. Hamza, forget this season. No, you didn't play them last season. You played them this season. You don't want to swallow that pill. It's so painful for you guys. And Arsenal fans know that if you're playing 2 games a week, I warn you. I know what you need to win a league. You don't know. You don't know how to win a league. You've forgotten it. I'll tell you, to win a league, you need quality. You need winners. Do you have winners in your pitch? Do you have winners in your pitch?
Good. I'll come back to that question. Static, our guy down here is asking you a question. Hamza, he says, okay, Hamza, sorry, you're not speaking fact. To win any of the current 3 European trophies is labeled a European Cup. It's always been like this since day one. What do you have to say to Static, who just threw a big rebuttal to what you were saying?
I'll say it confuses, because me, I'm very specific. You can be general, but you can be, that's a more of a general analogy. Specific analogy is European Cups are divided into 2. It's like me saying league titles. I won a league title by Carlisle. Carlisle won the league title. But it
Mm,
depends. What league title did you win? You won Division 2 league title. You won Division 1 league title. And that's why I say you have to be specific, because you can lie to the people. It's important to understand it's a European Conference League, because you can confuse people with that analogy.
mm. Guys who are just coming from Hamza's channel, big ups to you guys. See, me and Hamza were building something down here. Yeah, see, lots of shows are gonna be coming. As you can see, big chemistry between me and my brother. Yeah, Hamza. And you know what? Yeah, guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will be on Hamza's channel. Yeah, me and him will have a tit for tat, and talk all about that big talk. Yeah, about the Premiership. See, Hamza. Yeah, let's go into more friendlier lines. Yeah,
Mm,
you face Brighton. You see, yeah, it's just like you see, it's all unraveling. Yeah, right in your face, my brother.
mm.
See, it's unraveling. Yeah, you're moving from sand to frying pan, and now down into the fire. Yeah, Brighton is gonna be angry this weekend. Man City is literally gonna be angry. Yeah, good. Okay, I can't remember the last time you guys have lost back to back losses, like three losses in a row. Yeah. What do you think is going to happen this weekend when you square up against Brighton? Now, I'll give you a little bit of a preview. Yeah. Mitoma is looking good. Yeah. Scoring on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders. One other guy, and Andretia, one guy like Andreria, whatever his name, firing on all cylinders. Is looking good. Yeah. Ferguson, looking good. These guys are all looking good. Yeah. And again, they just had a bit of a rest, a bit of a breather, yeah. While Erling Haaland was out there firing for Norway, you also had John Stones. By the way, who just came back from an injury, thrown into the fire by Southgate, Agent Southgate, yeah, thrown into the fire, yeah. Of course, we do have Calvin Phillips, who did play, of course, in the England game against Italy. One other person did play. Kyle Walker did play. See, you can't deny it. Your players have been overworked, yeah, overstretched, yeah, in this international period and international break. They'll be coming back tired, jet lagged, yeah. They will be angry. Many of them are even be coming back down there with injuries, yeah. They're hurt, yeah. And again, with that bruised ego you got at the Emirates 2 weeks ago, do you think you can actually monster anything under a well rested Brighton team, under a very technical kind of manager called De Zerbi?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Zeb is one of the great managers. I think if you guys see, you guys, we're not Arsenal. They came and thrashed you in your ground 3-0 last season and last season. I love your fam. I love your players or fan base were walking out. They were supposed to go for a parade, but they walked out in the middle of the game. To us, we're a different side. Pep Guardiola has just lost 2 games. He will rifle the players. The players are coming there to win. They're coming there to win. There is no way Brighton are beating us on Saturday. There is no
Oh,
way
okay.
Brighton will beat or take a point at City. They're dangerous, yes. But what we're going to unveil, you will see what City is made of on Saturday.
Wow.
This
Oh,
will be
wow.
probably the beginning. When we saw them losing to Tottenham, we saw them going on a run. Be very careful. City might start this run earlier than expected.
Wow.
And if they
Wow.
do go to that run, yeah, without KDB coming back, yeah,
Mm.
without KDB coming back, this might be a great, great comeback, because I'm telling you now, Pep Guardiola is known for winning. He does not accept coming second. He will not accept to lose 3 games in a row. We will not lose in our stadium. When was the last time we lost in our stadium? Tell me. Do you remember?
See, man, I do get that, but again, see, yeah, it has see it has been proven this season, yeah, that you've lost games this season that naturally last season you wouldn't have lost, or maybe 2 seasons ago you wouldn't have lost. Yeah, you've lost against Wolves this season. You've lost against Arsenal, a team that you last lost in the league the last time you started winning trophies. Yeah, Yeah, and that was 8 seasons ago. That was when you started your big reign in the league. Yeah, that was the last time you lost to Arsenal. So, man, it's conflicting stories everywhere for for
think
Manchester
we're
City.
beating them
And
easy.
again, there's lots of revelations that has come out. Yeah, it's now clear to see that without Rodri, your team isn't, isn't. Isn't really clicking, right? And you know what? Yeah, none that teams have seen that right now. I'm sorry, they're gonna be targeting Rodri, and for what I can see, Rodri actually portrayed himself as a guy who has anger management issues. I'm sorry, this is the Premiership, yeah. People are gonna fist on that little ounce of chance. They've seen it. They've seen him hold someone by the neck. Yeah, he grabbed that guy by the neck. That Nottingham Forest player, I've forgotten his name, grabbed him by the neck. People are literally gonna target Rodri this season. They're gonna make him angry. Yeah, they're gonna poke the bear a little bit. Yeah, and I'm sorry
You
if
know,
Rodri.
I don't
I'm
think so.
sorry. I'm sorry
I
if Rodri gets another red card. Oh my God! You
I
can
don't
just
think so.
imagine what is gonna
I
happen.
don't think so. I
Imagine what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that's what people are clutching to straws here, clutching on straws so desperately, expecting
Mm,
that City to lose Rodri again. So if it does happen, it's no chance, no
mm,
chance, no
mm.
chance completely. I believe City will come there. You'll see this
Yeah,
season when Rodri comes in, will
yeah.
completely transform. And our players are starting to come back. John Stone's already back, which is
Mm,
good. We're
mm.
getting players. KDB is about to come back,
Big
which
ups
is
to Jez, who is down here. He's an elder, Arsenal fan down here. Of course, he runs Arsenal history and more. Big ups to you,
big ups
Jess
to you.
Collins. You just had a very, very big show with Kenny Ken, legendary Kenny Ken. Respect to both of them. Big ups to you, Arsenal history and more. I just watched the show. Big, big, big show. I loved it. And people came to that show. Lovely show. And he says, "Why is this guy in Kenny's house?" Yeah, he uses that background.
Kenny's in my house. Kenny's my house. He just left.
Yeah, you were saying something, my brother, man.
So I was saying, listen, I think against Rodri will come back. I think it'll be a tough game. It'll be
Mm,
because there's players that are going to be jet lagged, like things coming from Argentina. Julian
yeah,
Alvarez. I
yeah.
hope he's arrived now.
Mm,
It's Wednesday. He's got Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday at 3 o'clock. So it's going to
mm.
be a tough one. Hopefully, we get the players back. And the key thing is Brighton at home. I think Haaland will probably score 2 or 3 goals. And I think we're gonna send a message and people are gonna say, "Oh my God, City are already starting again."
They started again. The run
And
is
it's a
back.
good sign because we're getting players in January. It's a bad
Mm.
thing. You guys are talking about clutching to players like Ivan Toney. I don't think Ivan Toney will do anything in this league. Ivan Toney is not a player that will win
Wow,
you the league title. I don't
are you
think Ivan
serious?
Toney can win it because he hasn't. If
Then,
he's that
then,
special,
then
why is
who's
the
that
big team
strike?
not
Who
interested
is
in him?
that striker that Arsenal? I'm talking out of the goodness of my heart. Yeah, I don't mean any malice to you. Which player, which striker can Arsenal go in and tap into that market right now that would deal a big blow to Manchester City's title challenge as a striker?
There's a couple of players. I'll say one striker which you're not gonna get, which he's good, but he had a bad World Cup. Is Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro
Mm,
Martinez is a goal scorer. He's
yeah,
improved so far. He's showing he's scoring goals at Inter Milan.
yeah.
He's a player that he'll be outstanding. Like he'll probably I can see he can do the link up play, he can score goals.
Mm,
Is he physical for the league? Probably not, but he's I think he's better. And other players probably I don't know whether that Stuttgart striker is good enough, but they're not gonna lose him. They can lose him middle of the season. But to me, Ivan Toney coming in, he's not played for 6 months. It's risky play. And Brentford are gonna milk that money. They're gonna say
mm,
70 million. 70 million, and you're gonna panic. You'll probably be on top of the league by 1 point. City
mm,
coming through, you got Champions League to play, pressure on you because you have to
mm.
believe in the Champions League. You're not going to throw the Champions League away because
Yeah.
people will laugh at Arteta. So Arteta will have pride that we're going to play the Champions League and play the Champions League will make sure that you play people like Saka, Martinelli. These are tough games. When you're going away games at Madrid or Bayern Munich, it's no jokes. You are risking
Yeah,
injuries. So
yeah.
those is when I'm gonna see what Arsenal's made of.
Is
I
made of the season. Good.
if this late,
Arsenal have this the final question. Arsenal have a big London derby this weekend. Yeah, a crushing one this weekend. See, not against the the most biggest rivals right now, and because of the position they occupy in the league right now, and they're 11th, they look dusty. Yeah, struggling for goals this season. But again, they've been able to find form, a little bit of form this season already. In just about 3 games, they've gotten 3 wins. Modric have scored Modric has scored, in part of those games also. Nicholas Jackson has also been at the end of goals this season, coming just 3 games, ago, from this bounce back from Pochettino's boys. Yeah, what do you think is going to be the result at Chelsea Football Club? Mind you, Arsenal,
I think it's gonna
Arsenal
be
haven't lost in Stamford Bridge since 2019.
wow. So that's quite a long record. I think it'll be a tough game. I think Chelsea, they're under pressure. I think if I'm them, they have to be defensively good because Arsenal are quite good.
Yeah.
But there will be pressure. I think Chelsea players, there's something in my heart is saying Chelsea players will be judged on this game. They'll play
Oh.
their hearts out. They'll fight it out like angry animals this
Are
game.
you serious?
Yeah, yeah. I think you'll see Chelsea fight like because of pride. They'll try and fight for their pride.
Mm.
Because if they lose this, Chelsea fans are coming for them. They're coming
But
for them.
but anyway, it's a London derby. It's meant to be
It's a
highly
London
contested,
derby.
right?
Arsenal favorite. Arsenal don't lose very easily. I'm gonna see what you're made of. You've rested players deliberately, missing international game like Saliba missed it deliberately. I know that.
Come on, man.
Saka missed it deliberately.
Thomas
Watch
Partey
them
has
play
always
this
been
game. Mark my
injured.
words.
Thomas Partey has always been injured. Gabriel Martinelli is just coming back from come on, man, from a
I think,
bad injury.
Chelsea.
Bukayo Saka has two double injuries. Yeah, one on the thigh, strained hamstring. Come on, man,
I think you
give us
have to
some
win.
slack,
If you
man.
don't win this game, it will be a big loss. It will be a laughing stock.
A
That you went
laughing.
and beat City and deflected goal, and we can milk it. We can prove it that in fact, oh, see, they're back. I told you, there they are. That was a deflected goal. You all got excited. Look what's happened just now. This is what the narrative people will come back and they'll say this. But listen, if I'm hearing Reece James back, some people are not saying he's back. But this is a big game for Chelsea. Chelsea, Jackson gave me 2 goals. Yeah, smash and grab that in. Yeah, then we can celebrate. But listen, Arsenal are a threat. They're a threat. They're not gonna
Good.
walk. And Jesus is the guy who causes them problem because he's always causing them problem when we play them.
Who do you think? Rhys James is not playing in. I don't think Rhys James will be playing in this game.
Yeah.
I heard that 10 days ago. He was training and he had a kind of like a setback in training. Although he's still training, but I'm hearing from some quarters that he might not play. Who do you think will be the bigger threat for Chelsea against Arsenal?
I think Sterling's dangerous. Sterling.
No,
Sterling is
Sterling.
very, very dangerous. His experience, he knows how to win. Be careful. I think Sterling will be very dangerous. Don't sleep on Cole Palmer, Don't sleep. He's our
Mm,
youth player. But
okay.
finally, he's been the best player. Caicedo, I want to see the fight between Caicedo and Rice. That will decide that debate whether
Yeah.
Caicedo is better than Rice or Rice is better than Caicedo. This is a
Mm.
big game. But I think it's going to be a tight one. Stamford Bridge. I think it's a Sunday, is it? Sunday or Saturday?
It's Saturday. All big games are going to be played on Saturday. It's
Saturday.
Tottenham Hotspurs that's playing on Monday against Fulham.
So yeah, it's going to be a big, big game. I think
A
Sunday.
big game. Even Liverpool is going to be playing on
Oof.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday is big games on Saturday.
Saturday is big
Mm.
game. Yeah.
Even Man City is playing, of course, against Brighton
Yeah.
on Saturday. Arsenal is also playing on Saturday.
In
Also,
fact, my
big
friend
big
just
game.
called me saying, "Oh, come to the City game between Man City and Brighton. I've got the tickets next." But I'm looking at the game thinking, "Shit, I can't miss this game."
Yeah, exactly. Hamza, please, thank you for today, man. It would be nice to
Thank
always
you.
have you down here many more times, man, because you're my brother, man, and I like what we've just achieved here today. And definitely, I'll be on your shows, man. Anytime you need me on your shows, I'll be down there with you. Amza, talk to these people, tell them where you come from, and endear yourself to this fan base because they will be seeing lots of you, man. They'll be seeing lots of you, man.
Thank you so much, Arsenal fans. We're rivals. Have to apply your team under pressure. That's my aim. Everyone's saying to me, "Why are you talking about Arsenal?" I said, "You have to instill that pressure." After I've spoken to Big Turkish said when I left that charity show, "Stop talking about my team. You're putting us under pressure." I said, "Okay, I'll start putting Arsenal fans under pressure." But you can find me in Hamza Talks Ball. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on TikTok. But big up everyone. I hope you love the show and subscribe to Tone Globe Gunners TV. We'll always be here. Fantastic. Thank you very much, everyone there. But listen, make sure, don't run away, Arsenal fans. Don't run away. I'm here for you. I am here. I'm watching.
See ya, guys. Catch me, with Arsenal Crash Talk tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. It's going to be, a big one, the Chelsea preview. Me, my guy, I'm gonna see if I can bring in Wolfang Division, and of course, keeping it real, Chelsea. And I'll also talk to my guy Nas if he could be here for that preview tomorrow. Also, same tomorrow, Deji Spores, the deluded Tottenham Hotspur fan will be down here on Thursday. Chopping it up, talking about how we're topping the league, not London in the house. How we've totally made a mess of Man City, and the two London sides are occupying that top spot. And wait for City to do their incredible run. Let's see this season. So guys, go subscribe to Hamza Talk Football. You'll be seeing him down here many times. I'll be on his channel too, of course, in time to come too. So go show us love down there. And guys, you just have to tune in for that Chelsea Arsenal matchup in Stamford Bridge. And also, I'll be having that watch along down here with Wolfgang Division. You just have to be down here. TJ Waramas will be coming to the show down there too. So let's see. Big up to everyone who showed up today. You're not. You're not. Big up to you, man. Here today, MUFC Global. Big ups to you, Ashim, Nas, Luca, Nas. All these guys here, Static, Arsenal history, and more across the pond spot. Mohamed Abdi, all these guys here. Big ups to you. They assembled. Osabia, Amy Baba, across the pond spot. All you guys here. Thank you so damn much. And from me and Amza, we are out. Peace out.